Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning into today's video. I have a heck of a haul for you, like quite an eclectic blend of things, items that I am sourcing for fourth quarter to list over on eBay and Poshmark. So if you're looking for a great haul video, stick around. Before we jump straight into the haul, I'd like to introduce myself for those of you that are new to the channel. My name is Rachel Strickland and I am a reseller. That means that I buy things cheaply at thrift stores, yard sales, and I sell them for more on websites like eBay and Poshmark. So I just resell items that are available cheaply to me. And in my area, I find a lot of good vintage items and occasionally I find designer. But what I sourced for today is strictly items that I feel like will sell well during fourth quarter. So let's get straight into it. Remind you of anyone? I found this very Dumb and Dumber cane and top hat. This hat is so big. Like, I think I have kind of a big head, especially with my hair, and this thing is big even on me. But anyway, this I found for $3 for the set, and I thought that would be perfect to sell for Halloween or maybe even for prom. I included the keywords prom and wedding in my listing as well. So I put dumber in there because I didn't want to take up all the keywords to use dumb and dumber. And I think I put Harry Lloyd. Yeah, this is going in my store. I'm in a bit of a dilemma about exactly how to ship this once it sells because the hat is a good 7 inches probably tall. This thing is huge. This is at least a yard. So when I originally picked this up, I was like, well, this will take nothing to ship. You know, it's very small. It's very lightweight, even though it's long, you know, there's not gonna be any height or depth to the package. But then I thought as soon as I put this in with it, yeah, that's gonna be a substantially larger package, and although it won't weigh anything, it's, you know, very likely that it could pass a cubic foot, and that's generally where USPS is gonna cut you off and say the shipping is going way up. So this may go FedEx, or I could ship these two items separately. This could go first class on its own, and potentially this could as well. So I could save a lot of money just shipping the items separately. So those are going up in my store to try to sell for October, and I got a couple other Halloween costumes. I heard that folks were doing pretty decent with female costumes over on Poshmark as well. So I'll tell you the Halloween costumes that I picked up and why. I'm trying to find things that are a bit different from the Spirit Halloween store, which is really super good quality, and it's a size extra large. So I like that this could appeal to plus size buyers, and it's really nice quality. This is a dress. Now it comes with, it's attached to the front here, this belt, you can see, but it is a very, very long, like medieval style dress. This is just safety pinned on, so let me see if I can take this off maybe and be able to actually show you guys what everything looks like, because I think it comes with a little bag as well. So the fact that this thing was plus size, good quality, here is the belt. This goes around, it's a very, very long, it's beautiful. Look at the quality of this crushed green velvet. So crushed velvet is going to be a keyword that I need to use there. And then it has this little bag with it. And then honestly, like, I don't know if I should use like hocus pocus possibly as like a keyword, or medieval, or medieval will probably go in there. At the very bottom of the dress, it has these lace insets on the sides. The dress is gorgeous. It's very, very pretty. And I only paid $5 for that with the 2 accessories with it. Another item that I picked up for a Halloween costume, $3 for kids costumes, and this one has never been worn. It has tags on it here. Guys, I picked up SpongeBob. I'm not a huge SpongeBob fan, but I feel like for $3, someone will surely pay at least 20 bucks for SpongeBob here, right? Because again, he comes with accessories. So this goes over the kid's head, and it comes with these socks as well. These are so adorable. And then it comes with his actual outfit, shorts, belts, shirt with a tie, everything attached. So yeah, I feel like asking, you know, $20 maybe plus on this isn't out of the realm of possibilities. It looks like there's metal around his body that's kind of been out of shape. So I'm trying to straighten that up. I didn't notice that was quite as bent whenever I picked it up, but I can straighten that up and sell this guy for, like I say, hopefully I can net about $20 from him. Let me see how well you can see in SpongeBob. Oh yeah, this is great. I feel like I could do the rest of the show just like this. Oh, a Halloween haul. You're bound to try on some costumes, right? Okay, so the next Halloween costume that I found made me think of Carissa Chosen Goods because I think she likes Snow White quite a bit. So Carissa, if you haven't found your Halloween costume yet, this is a beautiful adult Snow White costume, and I don't know if this is handmade. This is super good quality. Let me unpin the accessories again. This thrift store did a really good job of pinning the accessories together on these items that they went with, for the most part. I did find a few costumes that like the accessories would be in another box or something, and they were not with the costume. But this comes with Snow White's cape with a huge, beautiful collar, and look, this is like a full length cape, and it's cotton. And the reason I say I think someone maybe handmade this, there's a lot of raw edges. So there's a lot of raw edges here on the seam work, but they did, I mean, a fantastic job. So I probably will put handmade in this. They made a bow. Oh, I should do the rest of the show like this. This is cute. I should start wearing headbands and bows. Let me show you this dress. And then it's satin at the bottom. And this is full length for an adult with this bow and this cape for $5. So yeah, I'm probably gonna list this a little bit higher, and then if it hasn't sold, you know, in a week and a half or so, the closer that we get to Halloween, obviously I'll drop that. I mean, I really am gonna wear this. You have to have those Halloween items sold by Halloween or you're gonna be hanging on to them. So just depends on, you know, whether or not you wanna store it for the next year. I have things that I don't wanna store for next year. So the bottom is gonna come out of my Halloween items like a week before Halloween. Okay, I took off my beautiful bow, but today while I was thrifting with my husband, what do you guys know he went and looked for? Single stitch t-shirts, and he found a couple of them that were really nice. So this one is Levi's jeans. Look at this logo. So it's Levi's jeans, and it is on, I think it was like a Levi's tag. Oh, actually you can't see the tag. So along with not being able to see the tag, you can't see the size. So I will go based off of the measurements, but this is a single stitch, really cool, like 80s. I would say 80s more than 90s on this coloring, but what do you think? Single stitch t-shirt. And I wanted to point out to you guys also, because recently I thrifted a Conway Twitty raglan tee. So raglan is like the baseball style tee, and I was able to determine that it was single stitch based off the very bottom hem, but sometimes the sleeves are long, or you know, they could even be gathered like a sweatshirt. Look along the bottom down here and you'll be able to see that same stitch line. So if you can't tell if it's single stitch from looking at the sleeve, then always look at the bottom of the shirt. The next single stitch shirt that Drew found is this really cool Columbia Made in America single stitch. So this side, it's kind of like an off-white creamy color, and this side says heads, and it has two fish heads. And then on the back it says tails, and it says like fish tails. It says tails, what does that say? Specks and reds? I think it says specks and reds. Okay, so that's specks, like this type of fish, and then reds, tails. So heads, tails, specks and reds. So that's a really cool shirt, and again, it's single stitch, and it says Columbia Sportswear Company, and it is on a Columbia tag, made in the USA. I found, let's do shoes before jackets, okay? Obviously jackets and coats are something you want to be thrifting and sourcing for fourth quarter, but lately I've been on kind of a shoe kick, and I've been picking up some really cool ones. So I feel like shoes bring a greater average sales price, and I'm trying to raise my average sales price in my store right now. Currently it's around $30 an item, which is good. That's consistent with the average buy cost on eBay. What most buyers are spending is $30 or less, and my average sales price is right at $30. So for $4 I found these really cool Vans, and if I get close enough, perhaps you can see they have like little flowers and tigers on them. They're in really good condition. The bottoms are not worn really at all. The inside is in really nice condition. And these are, let me tell you the size. These are a men's 6.5, a women's size 8. So yeah, I paid just $4 for these, and I haven't really comped them out yet. I don't sell Vans a ton, but I know that they sell really well secondhand, and some of the limited edition patterns or more desirable patterns can go for quite a bit of money. So I wanted to pick those up. And while I picked those Vans up, these Vans were available as well. Okay, so these Vans were actually in the men's department, but they are a women's size 7.5. It says nothing about men's sizing in there. And I think once you deduct, like, you would actually be in like a child size. So these are a women's size 7.5, and they're a little linty and definitely need to be spruced up here on the outside. But the logo here was in really good condition. And that's one of the things I see worn most of the time on a pair of Vans. The bottom, again, was in very nice condition. $4 for these as well. I found a pair of Stuart Weitzman shoes, and it's kind of crazy because I recently sold a pair like this that took forever to sell, and daggum if I didn't pick these up. But I picked them up for $3. They're very outdated style, but you know what? They're the exact style some people are looking for. These are a women's size 8 Stuart Weitzman vintage heel. If it's not a brand you're familiar with, obviously the newer styles go for a lot more money, but we're headed into winter, closed-toed, holiday appropriate shoes because these have a nice sheen to them. They are like a python print and leather. So for $3, I should be able to turn them into at least 30 bucks. I keep finding Coach shoes. Like, I think Coach shoes are following me. It's really kind of weird. I went from not having any Coach shoes listed to now having 10 or 12 pair in my store. And now I even found a men's pair of Coach shoes. This is craziness. So most of these Coach shoes that I'm finding are in like new condition. Here are the bottoms on these men's driving shoes. These were $6, as you can see. And I want to point out this rubber piece on the heel here, and I had several people reach out to me on Instagram when I posted a pair of men's Lacoste shoes that had this same piece, and I was asking for keywords or style tips, and everyone said that makes it a driving shoe, which makes perfect sense because while you're driving, you don't want to scuff up the bottom of the shoe. So if you see this on the back of a pair of men's loafers, it's a driving shoe. So these Coach shoes, I am surprised men's Coach shoes actually resell better than women's Coach shoes do, especially in pre-owned condition. Pre-owned condition, women's Coach shoes don't carry much value at all. That is a labor of love. Most of the Coach shoes I have in my store right now are new, and I have to say new with defects because they have X's on the bottom that I cannot get off. But these are used, and I still think I'm going to be able to get around $50 plus shipping for those. I found this pair of women's Merrell shoes today, and so something that you'll hopefully notice in the running shoes that I've picked up and all of the athletic shoes is really good tread. As a distance runner, I can attest to the fact that I would never buy a pair of used shoes for good money that did not have good tread. I could get over dirt on the bottom and like filth on the bottom before I could get over worn tread, but these should clean up really nicely. You guys know I don't like cleaning used shoes, but I will clean those. The uppers are in fantastic condition, and look, here's that same type of piece of rubber there. So these Merrells are called the Trail Glove 5. It's more aggressive tread. Be sure if you are thrifting athletic shoes, if it has a more aggressive tread on the bottom, it doesn't have to be spikes, but if it's more aggressive like this, determine if it's a trail shoe, because that's a keyword that you need to include in your listing. When I'm looking for a pair of road running shoes versus when I'm looking for a pair of trail shoes, I'm going to type in women's size 10 trail running shoe, and so you need that keyword in your description. But these have a Vibram sole. I paid $3 for them. I have not comped these out, but being Merrell and being really good condition, pre-owned trail shoes, I mean $30 to $50. It's kind of a wide spectrum there. So like I say, I haven't run comps. I found these Sauconys. These are the Cohesion, and I feel like these were again in really nice condition. Look at the tread here. Now a few areas that you want to focus on the tread, it would be the forefoot, because when a runner is running, then there are 3 different areas that they can strike. They could be a forefoot striker, they could be a heel striker, or they could strike on the midsole. Now if they strike on the midsole, you can actually get quite a bit of life out of the shoes, and they will show pretty minimal wear. If you're a heel striker, you're definitely going to see that, but most often I feel like the forefoot is the area where we will see a lot of wear. So turn these over, look at the heels for sure, because if someone heel strikes, they will just trash the bottom of the pair of shoes here. They will still be good for walking, but you're not going to sell them again to a runner. And if you are selling running shoes, then be sure that you are taking really good photos of the bottom, because the only way that someone would ever buy a pair of used running shoes for running, which is paying top dollar for them, would be if they got really good pictures of the sole. So you can kind of see here this bit of wear. You can see texture here, and this is divided and this one's not. This is where this person was striking, was here on the forefoot. Well, this pair of shoes does not have insoles, and at the register I contemplated whether or not to put these back, but I ended up not putting them back, and I just noticed that they're in my size, so I promise I won't try them on. But yeah, I'm expecting $35 to $45 probably out of those. I got a really nice pair of Ultras. And okay, so the reason that I know about Ultra running shoes is that's the type of shoe that my husband wears. From back here to the tread, everything I just told you about shoes, you should be able to determine that this would make a good trail running shoe. And here's the thing on Ultras that you'll look for. This is called a Gator Trap. A gator in running shoes goes like, if your foot is in here and you have your sock in your foot and you're running through a trail, then debris can get inside of the shoe. A gator encompasses all of that. Picture it like a pant leg that connects to the shoe though. This is a Gator Trap. This is a piece that has like a hook and loop closure. I wouldn't say Velcro on eBay if I were you, but there's a hook and loop closure here and it traps the gator. So be sure that you talk about that in a listing. These are in fantastic condition. Now Ultras is a shoe that has a wider forefoot here. It's supposed to be more of a human foot shaped shoe instead of being more narrow in the toe box. Gives your toes room to splay out the way that they should when you hit the ground. These are, I mean, they look like they maybe weren't even ran in. There's a little bit of dirt and wear. I paid up for these at $6.95. That's a good day when that is paying up for a pair of shoes. I mean, there's not even like a foot impression inside of these. That's another thing that you could check for in a pair of running shoes. These are a men's size 9.5, which is good because if these were a men's size 10.5, I think is what my husband is, he would definitely be taking these shoes. So those won't fit, and I have not comped them out, but I expect very nice money for those for my $7 investment. The last pair of shoes that I'm going to tell you guys about is another pair of men's dress shoes. I'm trying to delve a bit deeper into men's dress shoes because if they're very good quality, if they're leather, if they are a nice name brand, I feel like men will pay a nice price for a good pair of shoes. Now, how about Johnston & Murphy? Johnston & Murphy is a brand of men's clothing. I recently thrifted a blazer to sell, and I think I listed it at like $50 or $60, and these I'm hoping to get probably about $75 for these. These were $3 because they were adult shoes. At this thrift store, all adult shoes were $3 and the kid shoes were $1. So I was gonna find every pair of shoes that I could make a profit off of. But yeah, I think these are fantastic. They're in very nice condition. They don't look like they were worn very much. There's really no wear. There's just a little bit of dirt and debris. Maybe someone wore them to church. So I should be able to spruce these up really nicely. And these are a men's size 9.5. So I actually got these at 2 different stores, but maybe the same guy donated the Merrells and the Johnston & Murphy ones. Okay, so that's all for the shoes. Let me show you guys a really cool purse that I thrifted for $1.50. I saw this beautiful little bag, and I think this is like a navy blue. It's definitely showing navy on the camera. I'm not sure if it's navy blue or black. I'll try to get that in some natural lighting so I can determine. But this is a genuine leather, and this is a vintage bag. It's made in Italy, genuine leather. Like, this thing is gorgeous. I'm not really sure exactly how much I'll be able to get for this. My experience in nameless vintage bags tells me I'll probably get between $35 and $40 for it. But the fact that it is actual leather, it smells good, it's in good condition. Maybe I can get a little bit more for this, but I'm expecting between $35, $40 for my $1.50 investment, and it being something that I actually love to sell, which is vintage. I'm super happy with that. So recently I sold a ton of Ikea lighting products, and by a ton I mean 4 items on my eBay. I thrifted 3 remotes that were for like a LED diode system, and I thrifted those for $3 and sold every one of them for $30 within the first month. And then I thrifted these lights also for $3 and sold those for $30. So when I see a clear box like this with, you know, Swedish words on it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's definitely Ikea. And it is this Ikea Lightbox system. This was $9.95. I paid up a little bit for it, but I paid up realizing that I could potentially use this in my office, like as lighting behind me for my lives or for my videos. So it has like 4 light strips here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna run comps. Let's run comps right now. And so here's how I would look up an Ikea light system. Okay, so here's how I would look up an Ikea product. So type in the word Ikea and then just type in that weird item that you can't pronounce, diode? It's probably diode because it's a diode for LED lights, right? So it looks like there are 24 currently listed. They look to be listed, surprise, around $30 once you include shipping, 35 or so. And then so out of the 24 that are listed, let's see how many have sold. That's important. 44 have sold. So anytime you're thrifting Ikea stuff, based off of what I just told you, I sold all 4 of those items within the first month for 10 times what I paid for them. This thing is 24 listed and 44 sold. And the sold comps are, again, right at $30. So I would only, I mean, after fees and shipping, I would just barely double my money. There's profit to be made here, but I'm not sure. Again, I may actually end up keeping these for my own office. Okay, so I found these adorable little dishes. These are Modern Star, made in the USA. You can see back here where it says Modern Star, made in the USA. They were 25 cents, and this one's, yeah, 25 cents. And look at this. So I really love vintage, and this starburst pattern is atomic would be a really good keyword here. So we're going to use atomic and starburst. And when I researched Morningstar USA bowls, guess who makes them? Homer Laughlin, who is the creative mind behind Fiesta Ware and all Homer Laughlin china. So this, although it does not have his name on it, is a collectible by collectors of the Fiesta lines. Not sure if I want to sell these. I kind of think they'd make great little condiment dishes. They're kind of large for that, but comment below and let me know if you think that I should keep these. They were only a 25 cent a piece buy cost, and I really love to mix in a lot of vintage pieces into my home, and I'm a sucker for anything atomic and space age. So those may end up in my cabinet. They don't need to end up in my cabinet. I need to go through the cabinet and see what I've collected that I could probably list, put back in the cabinet, and just when it sells, you know, be taking it out. Let's talk about the jackets that I purchased to sell for Q4. This first one, this is a really cool jacket because it's Disney, and it is the Disney Princess Half Marathon Volunteer Jacket. And on the back, there are the sponsors of the Disney Half Marathon. The jacket is super, super bright and easy to see. It's a raincoat, and it has reflective tape on it. So I don't live anywhere near Disney. I'm not really sure how this volunteer jacket ended up here. I know people that have ran the Disney Princess Half Marathon, but I don't know anyone that would have volunteered there. So it does say Disney Parks inside. This is a size medium. And yeah, this collar has a hood that's wrapped up inside of it. So it would make a great rain jacket. I paid $5 for this, and I paid $5 for this because I'm still kind of in debate about whether or not to keep it as a secondary rain jacket. It's really, really lightweight, and it would be fantastic for running, but it is Disney. It's Disney Princess. I mean, I don't know. Do I keep it? Do I sell it? Will you guys help me figure my life out? The next item that I want to tell you guys about is a men's vintage jacket. It is Swingster brand, the same Swingster that brings you great hats. This Swingster jacket, it says, "I'm proud to be a farmer," is a men's size medium. So this bomber style jacket here has a farming logo right here. The name of this company starts with an A, and it is totally escaping me right now, but I recently thrifted a hat in the same brand, so I could lot it up and sell the hat with it. You guys want to explore the pockets with me and see if there's $1 million or a snot rag in there? Oh, there was nothing. The other day I found like 6 cents, so I'm just saying, while you're thrifting these jackets, be sure that you're checking the pockets. I have one more jacket slash coat that I want to tell you about. And then I have 2 items that are pretty big ticket items that you have to know about, because those items alone should end up profiting over $300 on just those 2 items. So this coat is a women's Matilda Jane. This is a size large, and this thing is beautiful. I kind of want to try it on, but I kind of don't want to try it on because you guys know how it is. So this is a pea coat, and it's like a peplum style, almost a skirt like dress. How beautiful is this? This is so incredibly soft. Like, I have to, it says cotton, 99% cotton, 5% spandex, and it is gorgeous, you guys. Let's find out what this Matilda Jane jacket goes for. Like, I'm gonna type in, let me see. Okay, so with Matilda Jane, the tag itself has an item number. You don't even have to look up a style number. You can literally type in the item number. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research real quick and find out exactly what this jacket is worth. Again, let's just do it live on camera here. It cost me $5. Okay, I typed in that style number into Google and into eBay both, and surprise, nothing came up. So I feel like that item number should definitely be one of my keywords. So then I just typed in Matilda Jane women's coat, and automatically 2 of them exactly like this are within the first 4 listings here. So one of them is listed at $50 plus $12 shipping with 10 watchers. Another is listed at $35 plus $10.15 shipping. This one's listed at $68 plus $11.15 shipping and has 20 watchers. I paid $5 for this jacket. So it's called the Onyx Coat. This one is listed at $65 plus $9.50 shipping. And here's a pretty good stock photo of this jacket. So you can see by the style here why I just think this is so beautiful. It looks like I'm gonna be able to get around $50 to $60 for it. Let's just see. There are 46 Matilda Jane women's coats currently listed. And let's head on down to filter that by sold. 14 have sold. One of them, again, just like this, looks like it was listed at $55.55 with free shipping, and they accepted a best offer. Okay, so this is one of the items that my husband actually found. You can see here we paid $19.95 for this. This is a Canon wireless, it has Wi-Fi capabilities, printer. The Pixma MG8120, B stands for bronze. Yeah, the printer is actually bronze. This printer goes for $899 right now online, if it's new. So, I mean, that's like buying it from Best Buy or something. I'm saying that is the retail price. This printer retails for $900. So resale value, you know, you could be looking at getting $150, $250 for this printer. It is used, and it came with a little bit of extra ink. It looks like they had probably just got this ink from Amazon that looks like an Amazon barcode, and it's just like no name ink, but there's 2 entire things of ink here, and it's all of the instructions, all of the original packing materials, some additional extra black cartridges. But this printer is just so cool. I am not going to keep it. I'd rather have a card than this printer, right? But it has like this touch screen, if you can see me there, hello. It has this touch screen display, and like I say, it's actually bronze. So I feel like this was a really great pickup for $20. $20 is more than what I typically spend on inventory, but when it's something that's going to net me so much, I felt like this was a good buy. So shout out to my husband, Drew, who is always the real MVP. I'm trying to get these in here so I can close this box. Anyway, he's the real MVP, and he's the one that sourced this. So definitely look up comps on all the printers. Here's an item that you may be looking right past at your thrift store. If you can find brass fireplace accessories, whether it's the andirons, which are the pieces, like the 2 pieces that go on either end, or these accessories. Now, if you do pick them up, it needs to be complete with all of the accessories. There's a poker, a shovel, a brush, and the tongs. But these can go for well over $100 plus shipping. You do want to do calculated shipping on an item like this because it's very, very heavy. And let me show you guys, I paid today just $9.95 for this. So, you know, I'm always aiming at 10 times my money. I will be able to get that here. I forgot about this amazing Dallas Cowboys coat that Drew also found. So I think he's super into thrifting vintage with me right now. This is an Apex brand, Apex 1. And these, I would say, will be able to get around $50, $60 for this because it doesn't have the hood. If it had the hood, it could be $60 to $75. But yeah, I'm expecting, you know, winter is approaching. This is a super cool jacket, you know, America's team, as Drew calls them, well-known team. And yeah, so I'm expecting around $60 for this. I did put this one up on my Instagram if any of the viewers wanted it for like $50 plus shipping. I don't know, I'd probably just do $50 shipped on it. But I'm gonna be listing this very, very soon. Really nothing wrong anywhere inside with the lining or anything. It just doesn't have the hood. So really, really cool piece there. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you've been interested in seeing what I'm picking up to sell in fourth quarter. Definitely want to change my sourcing strategy with the season. While we're experiencing shortages with so many different things, those really need to be the things, the items that we as resellers are honing in on. You know, any new in-box toys, we gotta be picking those up for fourth quarter. Clothing, anything with tags, anything that would make a nice gift, winter items, winter fashion, any type of vintage winter, because just vintage in general, clothing wise, is really having a moment. So definitely be picking up those winter boots and pants, jackets, coats, you know, even winter hats and scarves and gloves, things of that nature. Women's purses and wallets, anything again that would make a nice gift, because people are going to be buying for Christmas before you know it. I mean, the second that Halloween is over, Christmas lights are going up across the country. So I'm fine with that. Let's celebrate for a whole 2 months if you guys want to. If you liked today's video, if you got any knowledge and information, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I will be doing sourcing and what sold videos a lot more in fourth quarter, just to keep you guys abreast of everything going on, almost minute by minute, about what I'm buying to sell and what's actually selling, so that, you know, we can compare notes and make sure that we're getting the most out of fourth quarter on eBay, on, you know, if you're selling on Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Poshmark, wherever. These buyers are looking for items, and we all need to know exactly what they're looking for. So subscribe if that sounds like something you're interested in. Be sure you turn on bell notifications. I'll see you guys very, very soon. God bless you. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, treat your business like your business.